Oh, it's a dark and foggy morning. Is it a morning? Oh, it's an evening. It's a dark and foggy evening. Okay, first thing I'm going to do today is build a don't get lost device. So for that, we need a GPS sensor. What else do I need? That's kind of all I need. I need a compass. Compass. North? Which way is north? North is up. I want to make this as small and reusable as possible. So I need kind of a big display because I want to put the coordinates on it, but because they added the desert island, the coordinates got so much bigger, like the number range got so much bigger. So I think you just need more space for more numbers. And it should be probably an odd number of things wide. I like having a clock because I do want to get rid of the HUD at some point. This is massive now though, isn't it? What if it's just that and I can just slap that in, that'll tell me which direction I'm going. I can output the GPS coordinates and, you know, all of this could fit on that one screen. If you had a compass sensor, I wonder if you have to face it like that. The arrow on top. And the clock can also has an output on it. All of that could just display out on this. I'm going to try and figure this out. So I want to have maybe up the top I can do like a heading, and that can have the north, south, east, west on it, and that would be able to be quite small. And then below that we could do X and Y coordinate, and then in the bottom somewhere a clock. So we've got what, a video output, and then four inputs. So this would need to be either a 1x5 or a 2x3. Okay, I'll chug away at this and see what I come up with. Well, it's a bit dark, but this is something I hijacked from a different project I have, and I kind of rearranged it a bit. So up the top, I have the heading. If I could spin this platform around, it would change, and it'll say whether or not, I think it's only got four, like north, south, east, and west. Then we have the time on the other side, so this must be in, it can't be in 24-hour time, can it? Because has the sun just gone down? So that would mean it's 7 p.m. And then the X and Y coordinates. So maybe I will shuffle them a little bit. So here we have, does that look like enough pixels? This is real hard to look at without flopping all over the place. So I've got one pixel on the top and bottom, or the top and side. And then here we've got the same. Oh, it needs to go across one more at a time, I think. Do you think there's a way I can organize this? I don't think I need the display, right? Because I know I just need to output this stuff to a display. What I'll do though is spin that around and make sure the electricity is going through all of them. Yep, so all I'm going to need to do is connect electricity somewhere to that unit and then grab the video signal and send that out. And so we can save that, don't get lost unit. And now I can build a boat. So let's build a rescue boat. So for this boat, I don't want to use the tug necessarily. I think the tug was nice, but it was built to fit inside the small outpost build zone, and now we've got a much bigger build zone. I'm not going to build a boat that's too much bigger. So what I'll do, I'm going to grab off the main grid, the red grid, and then I'll be able to have them side by side for a while. So I think we can go about the same size. I think this size is good, but maybe we can make it a bit longer. And maybe I'll use these red lines and try and line it up with those. Something like that. It's a little bit longer and maybe a bit wider. The wider we are, the more stable we are. And I want this one to have quite a pointy front. So maybe it'll actually get rid of those. We'll do a 2x1 wedge. It's very pointy. And I think we'll want, yeah, we'll do 3 1x4 wedges. Like that. Oh, it's a bit too pointy for my liking. It's not long enough for how wide it is and how pointy it is. Should I make it longer then? I don't want to make it too much bigger, you know? That seems an okay shape. So I've got the shape of the bow sorted, I think. It's quite pointy, has a little flare at the top. And it comes pretty much straight down and then has a 1x2 wedge curve at the bottom. And what I'm going to do now is place the windows I want to use. I want to try these 3x4s. I don't really use 3x4s because they're quite tall. Maybe I want to stick with the 3x3s. So my idea is that I think I want to have it looking a little bit like a military styled cruiser type thing. And I'm going to do sort of the angled back look and then do some windows that wedge back before connecting in on the side. And I think I want to get the biggest, fattest window there is. Okay, so that could just be where the roof goes. And then I think that'll let me put like a door out onto the deck because I'm not going to get any space to walk around the side. So to access the front, we'll need a door. And probably that might as well just come straight down, you know. Okay, here's the other thing. Why should I have a ship with such a large bridge and so much space if it's only going to be me floating about on it? Okay, let's scrap that idea. Scrap that idea. Forget that happened. What we want to do is I want something that can be good for a single user and easy to get on and off of, and just yeah, a good rescue boat. So I've been thinking about how to do this kind of like door on the front that can open. There's a boat called a CB90, which is a I think it's a Swedish patrol boat. And it has this door on the front where the like troops can come out of. And I think that would be an extremely interesting shape to try and copy. But then we've got this issue of like, how do you watertight that kind of thing? How do I make this sealed and how do I make this float? You know what? You know what? Let's make a little thing with maggles. Okay, I'm gonna move that bed. So it's definitely floating. I think I need to move the whole thing over. Is it flipping or something? Okay, go a bit in today. So yeah, I don't know why it's sinking so much. Here we go. If we throttle up, I should have limited to this to like 0.5 because that will be probably at max up. This is cool. So it's got maggles, so I can just drive up to a beach or something and park it up. Then I can put the stairs down. I can just walk right up. So if we go down, and we go down quite far then, like, it must be clipping into some of these. It's doing a little bit of clipping, but you'll never need it that far down. So its max down is probably like 2.5. What if we say max down is 2.5 and max up is, what's that? 60. Why can't it go to 60? Oh, because it's a bit further on. I'm gonna say max up is 5. Max down 2.5, max up. I need to put this in a microcontroller. Otherwise I'll forget. Okay, so it needs to be long because it's got heaps of weight at the front. Okay, so let's say we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that is somewhere around here where we build the driver's area. And I like raising this, and on that rescue tug when it was raised, I think that worked really well. Let's go like up 4 and leave enough space to put in instruments and things. And do I want to do a square window? Like a flat window? Imagine you're here driving. You can't really see anything. It would be better if you were up here. Should I lift it all up? Should we just go up? Up here? You can see way too much from up here. Maybe that's too high. What if I lower these side pieces down where you can walk? What if this is just lower? It's kind of just easier to use this like blocked steer because you can. Oh, do you think that's sealed? That's probably not sealed. That might be why it's sinking, because yeah, that's the side of the steer. That might be screwing me over. I bet you this all just sinks then. But I'm gonna stick with this little idea. I might get rid of these things. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that drops you down, right? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can walk through there, easy peasy. And then if I bring this up to that height, then I have a new floor height. Where is it? That one? That one? That's too high. Right, now I have a new floor height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go one higher. And I can put my bridge on top of that and still be able to like walk around the sides completely. And let's think like 1, 2, 3. Let's just do a random chop. We can put ladders here. And this can be like a side access thing. Oh, you know what? I really like when there's like a hole in the side, but it's still covered up the top. So maybe I need this wall to keep coming along. And it says like rescue zone or whatever. I think that's really cool. What if I chop this out? 1, 2, 3, so this should be a bit higher. This should be a bit higher. And then I can chop off the top one, I think. I'll probably need to put that back in. And then I can do like a Something like that. Like that. Like that. Yeah, and then this middle piece would mean I can probably like lift the engines or whatever up. And now I've got all this space that's like up high to build my bridge on. And what if I do... That's pretty weird how it does that. I don't know if I can justify that kind of behavior. Let's imagine you're in here though. Yeah, you can't see out the corner very well. Does this attach? Oh, it does. I can just make a real long window. What the hell? I didn't think you could do this. Which way? Which way? That's right, isn't it? It's an outside window. It'd be like that. What do you think? It's right up to the edge, so there must be a slightly shorter one. Okay. Okay. Let me explain what I've done, because this is pretty crazy, and I've never really tried this before. So we've got the bow, and I'm pretty sure it's flooding because of these stairs. But I'll leave that for a second. So the stairs at the front the ramp and the stairs can fold down. Then you can, oh, there's a hole here, that's what it is. Shush. It's almost like, don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so then I've changed the side of it a little bit, and I probably need a nice little curvy bit here. So you can come along, there's rails, so it's all health and safety standards and everything approved. Come down the side, and then there is a rescue zone on the side, which is probably going to be in the water, I would guess. Then stairs will go back up, and then you'll be able to probably come up another set of stairs up onto this deck. And this is the bridge. And so the bridge has these lovely windows that go all the way around. And I think I'll probably do like a another window on top, like that. And then long ones across here, and that will give you even more visibility. So it's looking a bit more like a patrol boat, which I guess is alright. And I think it'll be a lot longer as well. Like, I'm gonna have to put engines in the back, but at least we've got enough room down here to put engines in. And I don't know what this space can be used for. It might just have to be empty space, or can't really do anything with that, to be honest. What I'll probably do then actually is the bridge can taper down, and then the rest of it can be this can be like 8 or whatever. So it's only got to be the bridge, immediate bridge, that's got to be this high. Okay, so I think I'm done with the general shape and functionality, like where things will go and how things will work kind of design of the boat. So let's start with the front. At the bow, we've got this little ramp and steer combination thing with a mag-all. So the idea with this is you drive up to an island or a beach, and you can lower the ramp and mag-all to the ground somewhere so that it can just stay in position there permanently. Or at least not float away and not get damaged or anything. Then going back, if we go down these stairs, these drop us down into a rescue zone area. So this is much lower, close to the water, and easy access. You just pop up, and then you've got space on both sides where you can put people. And if you move to the back, we can go in these doors, which will bring us inside. And then I think at the back, I want to section this off. So I'll probably put like a wall through here and another door to access that way. And I'll put in like medical beds and seats back here. So rescue survivors just get put straight here into medical attention. I'll leave a bit of that wall there. And then I think in here we need to do some decorating with kind of non-functional things like a kitchen and a seating area and probably a captain's quarters in here. Then this ladder and hatch pops up and we're on the bridge. And the bridge is just a helm at the moment, but I'll put some other things in here and then I'll put my don't get lost unit in. I think I can change these out pretty safely for blocks. So yeah, there's not much up here. I might do something over in this corner, maybe put like a big map, like a big display, and just put a map on it with a dot that shows where I am at all times so I can come and quickly reference if I don't want to use the in-game map. Then the door goes out onto the back. We've got a deck here, and if we go up this ladder, we'll have access to the roof. Now, what I'm thinking I want to do, because I can't really put anything too crazy back here, and I want a mast, but do I want the mast to be on the roof, or do I want the mast to come up here on the back? I think that would be interesting, to have like a very thick mast that comes up, and then also a bridge or a platform that comes off the roof to gain access, and then has like a ladder that goes all the way up. And this could actually be like a proper ladder you can climb. If it's not a ladder, I think I would at least use handles, so you can kind of E and Q, grab your way up to the top and then put a platform up really high. I think that's something really interesting that I've not seen done before, like a mast that's not on the roof and has platforms and stuff, and maybe we can try and put some flags and things on it. Then we've got this nice little curvy stair access onto that deck, and coming up here I've walled off this bit so that you can't really, you have to like follow this curve around. And then under here I think is a good place for storage, maybe like a diving equipment thing, or fire extinguishers, hoses, something like that. And then going towards the back, we've just got a big open deck, and I think this is a rescue boat. I don't plan on landing any helicopters on here or anything like that, so there's potential that I put on a big crane type thing, you know, like one of these ones that comes up on both sides and can slide back and forwards and can lean over the back. Put a big winch on it, and then we should be able to use that to pull things up and then move the crane back and then drop them on the deck, like if I sink a ship again. And we probably need a winch on the back anyway to tow things. And I've done this little thing here where you curve it off so I can put some propellers. I might actually use fluid jets on this ship. Maybe 2 fluid jets, and I think there's enough space down here that I could do 3 engines, 3 big marine engines. And it's all like high space through here. I think this is 9. Yeah, it's all 9 high. And so the back can be used for like maybe like rope storage accessed from the deck. So it would be closed off like that. Then you would have your engines. I don't know if anything else would really go in here. You'd have fuel tanks and things. I might be able to use this front area as another like storage cargo bay. And that could also be something that goes in here. I'll see how big the engines are, because if I can get engines to fit in this low portion, and what I could do is drop the bottom out so that you can like go down into an engine area, which could actually be kind of interesting. It would mean that we might struggle to get the steer ramp thing up to the beach. But it would also mean all of this could be a cargo hold. I could just cut a massive hole in here. Cargo hold. And there are missions where you need to transport things and you don't want them sitting around on your deck. So maybe that's something to think about. Anyway, I'm going to crack on and keep designing this boat, and hopefully I'll be able to do some missions soon. Nice. Nice. So I've built this crane, and the idea here is it runs along these tracks with grippers, and the grippers are sneakily hidden behind these other tracks. So the grippers do all the sliding, and then below it we have linear tracks, and the linear tracks are what powers it forwards and backwards. But what this will mean is that I can use the brakes on the gripper to really stop it in place, and there's 8 of them, so just the little platform piece is the main body, and I'll probably have to add a lot of weight to that with gun barrels and things. And then we've got the folding bit of the crane, and so this is obviously the down position, so it'll be able to hang way out over the back, and then it will fold up and using hard points lock into here. And what I'll do next is this top one. I need to like shimmy it all forwards a little bit because I added these gates, which would be like the main way you get onto the boat, and they open inwards up against the like stopping block. So all of the crane I think needs to move, including the tracks and the linear tracks. You know what, it's going to be easier to just chop the whole boat. Cut that, move it along one block, and then that is what gives me space to add a hard point into that stopping block thing. And I think because you can see the shape of the crane at the back, it's got this wedge shape. If I do this, it'll slot nicely into its own little cubby thing. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I needed to do that. Because what I would do is I would take the hard point and place it real far in the back here. And then I'll use wedges for this, I think. Yeah, it should be able to lock in place there. So it needs to come back one more, that's the only other thing. I need to make sure there's a track that it can run back one more on. And I think here, I can't see, but I think it needs another track. Yeah, and that should be able to slide all the way back. All the way in both directions. And it might be nice as well to like try and shape this a bit better. Maybe I can, do I want to keep it flat like this, or put a little pyramid in there? It looks a bit goofy, but maybe I can decorate it and fix it up a bit. So yeah, crane. Rear deck crane. Okay, wait a minute. So I think I will do a cargo hold in the back here. The crane's tilted back a little bit, but it can't come all the way back, so it's not a huge door to go in. And I'm going to use the same trick as before, so I don't need any of this extra space. I put fluid jets in so that I know where to come up to. So this wall needs to exist. What I'll do is the first door, the door first. So this is the absolute edge of, yeah, this is gonna work. The absolute edge, and inside is where I'm gonna have my actual door, or the door that we will be using to access the cargo hold. So that needs to be cut out. Cut, paste, and then everything around that is door, right? Yeah, and that's part of the main structure. So these doors are quite heavy. You don't want to be putting these willy-nilly all over the place. There's enough buoyancy, I think, in here that it should be okay. I'm also going to get some door controllers, just slap them down. that's what gives you a lock state. And the other thing I like to do, because this always seems to go wrong on me, is hard points. So if you think like this is going to be probably the wall, that's good because I can put storage things under there. So, but anyway, I want to get a hard point connected to this door, and probably the easiest way would be to go through, like on there, I won't be able to really access that side of things. Or maybe I will. Maybe I can do a bit of a chop. Yeah, I can do that, and then I can still get through into where the jets are. So probably there, right? And there would be a walkway or something. So now not only is the door controller locking that door, the hard point is locked to the body of the main ship. And it would be good to put one over here as well. I don't know about sealing that. Will I ever need to get in there? Or will a welder be able to weld through if something breaks? But that should be enough to keep that sealed. So this should be okay to just spawn. It should be watertight. I think this is, yeah, it's under the water though, where it's spawning. Watch this. Watch this. Why is it sinking? Well, it's not sinking, is it? It's just floating under the water. Alright, so pretty much all of today I've been wrestling with this big old boat here. Big old boat. And it's a really cool idea, but I want to go and do some missions. So I'm going to put this on hold for now, and I'll show you another boat. The newest new career boat. This has a lot of the same ideas, but it's not fully working. One thing we need to do for cleanup, this crane doesn't really work. I mean, it works, but it slides back on its own when we start moving, and it only has one of those smaller winches on it, so it's only got 40 meters worth of winch. And like in Korea, there's not really anywhere where 40 meters of winch will do you any good. I might have to check the electricity and connect some things up. Here's the fluid pump or the fuel pump with a bypass. Big engine. It's not the best engine actually. I could totally replace that. This hatch goes down into maintenance area, and then at the back is captain's quarters. And yeah, I don't think anything's connected for electricity, so it's totally not. I want to try and find a way to make a portable welder that runs on only electricity and is like usable. You can make them with like a handle, and then it's real hard to maneuver. There must be a better way to do it though. Okay, it starts. Spotlights, navigation lights. Okay, so turn everything off, and I'm gonna go hop in the bed. And have a sleep. Alright, that we can do this. One civilian needs evacuating. Okay, I need to find a here we go, store flashlight. Don't need the spotlights on actually. And we're off. Oh, what's that? Another mission. Hangar is on fire. Okay, we can go do 2 missions. I think I messed up the pitch. I've almost certainly messed up the pitch. Maybe I can find a throttle where it doesn't want to jump out of the water. Let me show you a cool trick I discovered recently. Hopefully we don't jump out of the water. Hop into a bed. You have to sleep. Wait, I won't show you this trick. Oh no, this is what you do. You tab, so you're in third person. Go into photo mode. Hide that. Unpause the game. You can change your field of view. You can't really change where the camera's positioned. But like if you want to do a little cinematic, maybe you want to zoom in a bit. So put your bed in the center of your boats, and that way you will get a rotation around the center of your boat. Oh, something's wrong with this. With my time. How is it negative 5:52 in the morning? This must be connected to the... If the clock is connected to the compass, is the compass connected to the clock? No. Which makes sense. Look at the, yeah, I'll put the thing beside it. The little moon, right, would be at the top. Does that make sense? So when it's north, you're getting a 0 value on a compass. Oh, I don't know. Well, we're going negative 556 degrees. It's a good thing there's a compass ball there. So clearly my don't get lost unit is actually making me lost. Let's not have a repeat of last time we were here. So what do? Crash into it? Please don't be damaged. The other thing is, I don't remember if I put the reverse gear in that boat. I gotta start either remembering or checking these things before I head out. It's getting me in a lot of trouble. Oh, what's this? A rig worker. Pick up rig worker. But they just want to go anywhere safe. They don't necessarily want to go to an oil rig, do they? I should see that ship I was building with the stairs on the front would have been perfect. So, options for storing cargo. Yes. Now, how do I know if I'm in reverse or not? I'm going forwards. I'm pretty sure I've pushed one. I've definitely pressed one, and there is no reverse. Man, I'm stupid. Do you think that's turned around? It looks kind of turned around. I don't think it is. I'm just gonna leave these open. Oh, Well, if I turn, so I turn the rudder a lot, and then throttle up. Oof. Very gently, very gently. Oh, what a mission. Just getting out of there is a mission. Okay, so now I need to go southeast. Go this way. It's not that island over there, is it? Of course, I can't see anymore, so... Oh, I need to close these, otherwise I'll go flying off. That is that island. Okay. So I'm going to try and line up where I can just zoom off. So, wait a minute. How far can this go? Doesn't seem like I can go very far at all. It's got range though. Yeah, as long as it doesn't zoom me back. Look at the range. Should be able to get the fire from here. See, that's way, way better than a fire extinguisher. But yeah, it seems like it's a bit stink that the distances of the actual hose, the length that the hose comes out, has been nerfed. 1, 2. No, no. The fire was here. Oh, where are they? 1, 2. What about night binoculars? Does the night vision help? Do you see any corpses? They do not appear to be on the roof or anywhere around the back. Not in the water. Well, I don't know. This is a case of you weren't here when the bus arrived, so you just kind of miss out. Very good, very good. In you go. Oh. And you too. And yep. Watch out for that bit of underground land. Okay, and now I've got to find... We just go west, I think, is the plan. I want to see what this disaster is. Impact event, so it'll be asteroid, I suppose. I hope it happens. I hope I get to see it. Oh, oh, do you hear it? Oh my goodness. Oh, here it comes. It looks real weird. There's like these little light spots on it. Where are we? I need to get closer to this safe zone, so I'm probably still within it, because I think that's the safe zone I'm going towards. Still within that circle. Oh, it's gone now. So maybe that circle was just where they were going to impact, and then this little wave is going to come along. I don't know if it'll actually reach me, because where is it? It's like way off behind that island by the look of it. It looks real weird, like why has it got all these peaks? Maybe it's like multiple waves overlapping. If each one of the asteroids did its own little wave, do they all generate and overlap? I'm not sure how that works. Okay, time to show you one of my favorite features of this boat is an automatic anchor. That's not working. What is working? It's not reporting. So this depth in meters is connected to a laser sensor. So that tells you how deep the water is directly below the bow. When you flick the anchor switch, it drops the anchor on a winch, and then when it's connected, this light's supposed to come on. And then the mag all connects on the bottom. And then we're connected to the ground. I don't know if they'll be able to get out of there. No. There's a trick. You have to come out sideways on this one. A very specific kind of sideways. But yeah, so that anchor is down there. Oh, here it comes. There. Oh, did I close my door? that anchor's not gonna hold. It's gonna get ripped out. Should have closed my door. I'm getting sucked away. Should have picked up that diving gear. At least it's not a tsunami, you know. It's just a gentle wave. We're gonna drown. We are gonna drown. All of us. Where are those other two people? Oh, they got washed away. The boat's upside down. Okay, where's the safe zone? Come on, guys, we're nearly there. I think it's this little chapel thing. I want the money, you know. If I've come and done the job, I want the money. I think it's here. Is it? Where is it? It's like in the middle of the road, so maybe it's the middle house. Hey, a doggy! Doggy! Oh, it's a pug. Do I want a pug? I'll take it with me. Yes. $1,000. And these two people obviously look like they're alive. Oh, they didn't drown as much as I did. Maybe because I was carrying someone, it was harder to stay buoyant. Oh, why aren't you following me? I don't know what I'm going to do about this boat. Maybe I should build a submarine, and that way it would never be upside down. You know, like it would be harder to flip a submarine than it would be to flip a boat. Yay! I did it, and I found a dog, so come on, little doggy. I successfully saved those people from the asteroid. That'll be what's in the headline. Not that the resulting wave flipped my boat over. Will it self-right? I can't remember if this boat self-rights. But I don't think it's got any self-righting system in it. The dog's just going. See you later, mate. So... What can I do about this? I guess I swim back. So here's the plan. We get the diving gear. We get the spear gun. Some of these other things could be a lot of fun, but I've already got a full inventory. And now we swim. Okay, so which way Which way is north? If I get to the other side of this island, then I should know. I don't know if the diving gear does make you swim faster. Whoever modeled those birds has clearly never seen a bird. They look like hats, or like, yeah, like a wizard's hat. Okay, so, oh, okay. You know, it's a little bit anticlimactic because I was so lost and couldn't see anything when I was driving that ship to recover the first sunken boat. And now, it's just right there. Just there. That's where I'm going. Enjoy the time lapse. What a day I've had. So I tried to design a big ship, didn't quite work. Got a smaller ship, that also didn't quite work. Then I rolled that ship. I think maybe I need to stick to smaller boats. Anyway, thanks for watching, and next time we'll try a smaller boat. See you later.